Bang, 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 bang. What's up? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Long Run with Piano Man. And I'm the one, the only, the Piano Man here in all. I ain't gonna say that 'cause I'm not gonna get, I ain't gonna get none of y'all started today. A terrific Thursday to you. I'm glad to be here. Hey, good to see everybody that's in the chat already. What's up, Dwight, my producer, KT, Trina? Trina, what's up with you? And I also see somebody that's very special to me. We've been knowing each other a long time. I have another nephew, Pastor Anton McBride, my brother, my partner, my nephew. Man, a preaching machine. What's up, Anton? Good to see you, my nephew. What's up? What's up? Gary, what's up? What's up? What's up? My brother, my brother. I'm so glad to see everybody. I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna start it like this. This is a day the Lord has made. We're gonna rejoice and be glad in it. And you know what? What we're not gonna do is allow Satan and any stupidity to come our way. It may come, but always remember that no weapon formed against folks that love God shall prosper. As I'm gonna put it like that. So we're gonna have a good day today. Amen. I feel like I'm in church, but I'm so glad. Hey, Trina, my girl from up in the Canadian. But I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. When y'all hear me say somebody's slower than a snail in January, I got that from Trina. And Trina, I want you to know when I say that to folks, they look at me like, huh? I get them. I get them every time. Welcome, Trina, to the Long Run. That's my partner. That's my friend and everything. What's up, Susan? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. The family's coming in. The family is coming in. The family's coming in. And we're just glad to be there. She is the one, the only Carla. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Now, we had a good show yesterday. Yes, we did. And terrific Thursday to you, Carla. Terrific Thursday to you, Gary, Dwight, KT, Trina, all of y'all. Hey, Susan, again, good to see everybody that's on the Long Run with Piano Man. I want to start off with this. I said this is a day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Let me tell you something about that word rejoice. Rejoice means to be joyful, to be happy, to just be jubilant and exuberant and things like that. But I want to tell you something else. Rejoicing is a choice. Now, you can either choose to rejoice or you can choose to regress. Okay? You can either choose to rejoice or choose to regress. I choose to rejoice. No matter what's going on, I choose to rejoice. Doesn't matter what the circumstances are. It doesn't matter what my enemies and my frenemies and all the saints, ain'ts, and friends are trying to say and everything. I'm going to choose to rejoice. I choose to rejoice. Today, on this terrific Thursday, make it a choice to rejoice. The choice to rejoice. That's what you want to do. You want to choose to rejoice. Naysayers are going to say whatever. That's what the link is all about, even though I don't have a Lank hat or a Lank shirt yet. But that's what Lank is all about. Let a naysayer know that I'm choosing to rejoice. Choose to rejoice. Doesn't matter. And you know what? And even if what a person is saying or what the circumstances are is true, God needs to see you rejoice. Okay, JB, I will. I got you. You make the third person that's told me that I don't really know what to do. So, Dwight, we got to fix that. We got to fix that because I'm at my wits end about that. So, but I'm gonna hop right on it. What's up, JB? What's up, JB? What's up? My nephew, my big brother, my nephew. And Trina, Anton, I want to welcome you not only to the Long Run with Piano Man, but I also want to welcome you to keeping it a buck. We keep it straight over here. We keep it 100 with you. And we got that from our man JB. JB said, let's keep it a buck. And so that's what we try to do. No, we don't try it, we do it. Nick Saban Jr., my dude from last, man, let me tell you something. That doggone Nick Saban Jr., that No, I'm still laughing at you, man. You are crazy. But what you be saying is the truth. It be saying, man, salute to you, my dear brother. Salute to you. I told some of them last night. I told them last night. I said something Saban Jr. said last night is so true. Man, this neighborhood is so big that everybody can mow the yard. Everybody can mow the yard, man. Everybody, it doesn't matter, man, because at the end of the day, isn't it important that we all eat? We all eat. We need to feed our families. We need to, so hey man, let's all get in here and let's do this thing. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, that's right. JBC, we keeping it a book. That's all I'm gonna say. We keeping it a book. So today we just want to hop into it. I'm not gonna be on here long because I got some music I have to go work on, and I got to get that done because I have a rehearsal tonight. Piano man, don't just sit here behind this in front of this computer all day. I don't do that. I don't really have time for that. I got work to do. I have other things I have to do, and I have church duties that I have to attend to. So we're gonna just do what we do. But the thing that brings me the most joy than just talking about Alabama content is seeing the fellowship in the chat. One thing about Piano Man, I believe in folks fellowshipping. I believe in that. JB, I got that message. The old crew coming out. Yeah. And we gonna bring that message, but that's gonna be a special episode because I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, big brother, and that's this here. See, I had to go pray. I had to go pray, and I don't take prayer lightly. I take prayer seriously. Now, a lot of times it sounds like that I don't know the Lord. That's far from true. I know the Lord and He knows me. And the thing about it, I had to pray. So what I'm not going to do is spend time on useless rhetoric going back with uh, people who have no point in my life. Who have no point in my life. JB Anton is my nephew. That's one of my nephews. He's a minister here in Mississippi. He's a if I got it right, if I got it right, JB, I want to say Anton, Pastor Anton is a guy from Georgia, but if I get this right, I think he's a Florida State fan. Go figure. Um, he's a Florida State fan. Y'all just pray. Y'all just pray, cheering, pray. Yeah, but meet Anton. I we can. You know what, JB and Anton has forgot. We've got them the first ball game this year. So welcome, Anton. That's Pastor Anton McBride. There, JB. He's good people. Good people, and he's good to know. He's a good person to know. But anyway, I'm not going to spend time wasting my time on useless rhetoric on people who are not relevant. Let's just put it like that. Uh, don't do it. I don't want you to do it. And that's at any point in your life. So when we have the trolls come over, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Have the trolls come over, they getting out. They're gonna get out. Just that simple. And you're banned for life. I'm not gonna give you a second chance because if I do let you do it before, you know, if I let you back in, you're gonna do it again. So that's gonna be that. I'm gonna let the Lord deal with you. Okay. Oh yeah, Dr. What's up? What's up, Dr. My boy. Oh yeah, the old crew coming out, JB. We need. Hey Dwight, we need to get an old crew song ready. We need to get that. We need to get that on the horn, bro. JB, we need to get that on the horn, dog. The old crew is coming out, and I want the old crew to come out because back to what I was saying is that I want to see us fellowship. I want to see us fellowship. I want to see us come together. And man, we're more better together than we are apart. We are more stronger together than we are apart. That's what I believe. And I've said this before. I'll say it again, saints, ain'ts, and friends. Let me tell you something. It ain't about Piano Man. This is about all of us. And we just, first of all, we're giving glory to God. Second of all, we're talking about our beloved Alabama Crimson Tide. Third of all, no, we're not perfect. Never have we professed to be, but we are in the hands of Him who is perfect, and it's all good in this hood. Okay. So here we go. Uh, Let me see where I want to start today. Where I want to start. Yesterday, we were having a great conversation about um the depth chart, the NIL. We were talking about a bunch of different things. That's what we were talking about. And one of the things that uh, we were talking about yesterday too, and we got to bringing it up, and I've got my list right here. And if we just doing this for starters. Oh, and by the way, welcome to the fifth episode of the Long Run with Piano Man. I missed episode number 5. So I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. And I'm gonna tell you something else. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I wish that you would. And I'm not doing it for money. I work every day. I just want you to subscribe. Just to let me know I have your support. That's all. But I am up to 90 subscribers. 90. Man, I'm so thankful for just the 90. I'm so thankful. And if God doesn't bless me with any more, I'm thankful for the 90 that I have. And I promise you, I'm going to do my best to keep this going and to keep our content going. But I want to let you know ahead of time before I get back to my subject. And that's this here. Uh, Alabama football is not the only thing we're going to be talking about on here. So we just gonna keep it moving, and we're gonna have some fun with it. And so thank you, 91. Thank you, man. Look here, we need 10, 11, 9 more, 91. Let's do this thing. And we just want to uh just do what we do and everything. But yesterday we began to talk about and I wish that I could thank you, Nick Saban Jr. Look at him. Dwight, is there some kind of way? Well, first of all, Nick Saban Jr., are you somewhere where you can talk? Or are you at work, school, something? See, I believe in help. I believe in showcasing my brothers. I do, and my sisters. I wish some more females would get off into this. You can talk. Dwight, is there some kind of way, big dog, that I can bring Nick to the room? Is there some kind of way we can bring Nick to the room? Nick Saban Jr. to the room? Because what I want to discuss is something that we sort of hinted on last night, and I want to kind of take that all the way home. Is there some kind of way that we can bring Nick Saban Jr. up? I wish that I I let me see something. And I don't know quite how to do it. I see the invite button because he said something last night. Got you. Let me see something. Um, Hold up a minute. Um, Hold up. Hey, Nick Saban Jr., let me do something. I need you to do something for me, big dog. I need you to, if you will send me your email, if you send me your email right quick, I'll send you this link. And I need you on here right now to help me talk about this. We want to talk about something for a few minutes, okay? Okay, thank you. Let me know when you set up, and then we gonna make it happen. Y'all, there are problems that teams go through, and then there are problems that's in the negative, that that's not all that good, this, that, and the third, and it leaves you with a bad taste in your mouth. But then there are problems that are actually good problems. They're actually good problems. Yesterday we were in a conversation. Last night, Kangaroo Black, uh, Nick Saban Jr., and I forgot my other brother. Can't remember his name because I was just meeting him for the first time last night. Something surfaced in our conversation that I felt was a good problem. And to all my guys, all my people who are on the road, your truck drivers, and or you commuting to work, please be careful on the road. I know that all of the roads are not passable and they're not clear, but because of the way America's set up and we want people coming to work, this, that, and the third, there it is, there it is, there it is. I want you to be careful. My producer, Dwight, please be careful, my brother. Bino, if you're listening, please be careful. Amen. JB Discord about to be lit. That's all I can say. It's about to be on fire. Yeah. But anyway, uh Nick Saban Jr. brought something to the table last night that, and then Bino and JB and I were sort of talking about it uh yesterday too. And I've chosen to kind of view some things in a positive way. In a positive way. I think, and soon as Nick Saban can hook a brother up, uh, I'm going to bring him to the table so we can kind of discuss this because he's very more versed in it than I am. I want to talk about how deep our wide receiver room is. We talked about the quarterback situation. We've talked about the running back situation. We talked about the O-line situation. But what we have not talked about is the uh uh wide receiver situation. We have not talked about the wide receiver situation. We are deep, deep, deep. And I hope she doesn't mind me. I spoke with Trina briefly this morning, and we sort of talked about it that we um, are so deep until that's a problem. It's a problem. It is a problem. We are so very deep that it is a problem, and and each one of these wide receivers, they bring a different element to the table. Oh my God, y'all, sharp shooter, my boy Brinsky, B Sharp, dude, my brother, my brother. I my brother, thank you for coming. I'm honored, man. I'm humbled. I thank you for allowing me to be on your show with my crazy self. But hey, Sharp, hey, B Sharp, are you at work, bro? Are you at work too? B Sharp is in the house, family. B Sharp is in the house. B Sharp's in the house. Nick Saban Jr.'s in the house. Man, my brother's in the house. Man, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, man. We ain't in no competition with each other, man. We just in competition for each other and not against each other, but with each other to get the content out and to talk about our beloved Alabama. Me too, B Sharp. I'm gonna always support. That's it. That's it. But our wide receiver room is deep, y'all. It is deep, deep, deep. Hold up. Just a second. Producer's talking. Okay. Thank you, Dwight. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I believe in giving credit where credit is due. Piano Man is an old man that don't know diddly squat about this stuff. But God gives you people, and I appreciate them. And okay, thank you, B Sharp. Come on in, bro. Come on in, broski. And y'all give B Sharp his props. B Sharp will be at the Senior Bowl doing his thing. He's going to be. He got his credentials. He got the okay. B Sharp will be at Senior Day at the Senior Bowl in Mobile. Man, I'm proud of my brother. And one of these days, I just want to be just like him. And I don't say that in jealousy or anything. I say that in admiration. And I say that in support. So anything that I can do to help you, big dog, to make that experience even better, I'll do it. And he's going to be representing us at the Senior Bowl. So, man, congratulations to B Sharp. And anybody else that have that credential to be able to get into to have their press credentials to get in to that Senior Bowl and interview and chop it up with the players and the coaches. And watch this, and even the pro coaches that'll be there watching. Man, love it. I love it. I love it. Hats off to you, brother. Hats off to you. And I wish that I could join you, big dog. I wish that I could join you. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real, real good. It's gonna be real good. It's gonna be real good. Like JB said with them credentials. I I I love to see my brothers with the credentials. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love to see my brothers with credentials. That's right, Trina. Say that for the folks in the front. God puts people in your life that will take you along on the road for his glory. And I receive that and I believe that. Amen. But before I go further, I'm just waiting on, y'all. Kimberly is in the house. Kimberly's in the house. Kimberly's in the house. That's right, B Sharp, man. And that's the way it is. I wouldn't be here without y'all. I wouldn't be here without y'all. Wouldn't be here without you. Man, I love everybody. Yeah. Yeah. So before I go on with this podcast, because I want to start fresh. Okay. All right. I just need your email, bro. Y'all forgive me. This is exciting to me. And Nick Saban, I just need your email, big dog. And then as soon as you get me that, man, I'll yeah, thank you, Dwight. Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna get this off up and running. Yeah. Just waiting on Nick Saban Jr. Just give me your email. Yeah, why y'all? Yeah, hey, y'all continue the fellowship. We're gonna get this going in just a second. And I know my brother was coming. I would have asked him to do this earlier, and there wouldn't be any lapses in here. Um, let me see. Okay, Dwight, do you happen to see it? Kimberly, Dwight hasn't made it to that back office. Or one of these days, I'm gonna figure out how all this stuff work and everything. I'm a newbie at this, so thank you for your patience and everything. Um, Here we go. Okay. Hey, Nick, this is what I want you to do. Mysterious 35790 at yahoo.com. That's me. Hit me right. If you email me right there, right now, mysterious 35790 at yahoo.com. Hit me there right now. I got it. I got it. And I'll send you the link immediately. Yeah. Mysterious 35790 at yahoo.com. Thank you, Trina. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, everybody. Look here, KT. Now, let me tell you something. That tax season thing, that's a sensitive subject with me now. I demand a refund. I'm going to my cash app and demand a refund. JB, I demand a refund. I don't want no recount. I want a refund. Where the tools? Oh my Lord. Y'all, we crazy, man. Here we go. I demand a refund. Nick, Nick, have you hooked me up yet on hold up. Let me make sure. Make sure it didn't, if you hit me up, let me make sure it didn't go to my spam. Okay, so it did not go there. So let me go on up out of there. Cause I want Nick in on this right here. I got to get my brother in on this by whatever means necessary. Yeah, JB. Don't even Trina said don't even start on refund. I demand a refund. And they know exactly what I'm talking about. I demand a refund. I want a refund. Yes, Trina, no. Lord, today. Let's see what we got here. Nick, did you get me? Mysterious 35790 at yahoo.com. Be sharp. Don't start that today. I'm not going there with you today, be sharp. Just in time for Valentine's Day. It's the sharpshooter. It's Piano Man. It's JMHO. It's Nick Saban Jr. Just in time for Valentine's. Setting you up with the date of your life. Be sure we we were setting them up the other night, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I'm waiting on Nick to hook me up, man. Cause I'm gonna keep it going right here. Listen, I okay, mysterious, Mysterious, all in one, mysterious 35790 at yahoo.com. JBC, you always starts. JB, you always start something, man. Trina, all I'm gonna say is wait till you get a load of this. Wait till you get a load of this. Mm, mm. Kimberly, you ready to go home? Work is boring. You making that money, girl. You're making that money. Waiting on Nick to make his appearance here, so I can. We missed you too, Trina. We missed you too. We really have. We missed you too. Mysterious. See, JB, there's the other problem right there. You ain't pure entertainment. There it is. Gotcha. I got you, Nick. See, that's where we no, that's not it. That's not what I wanted. Got you right here. I want to let me get out. Let me back this up. And I want to move this to primary. There we go. We're gonna come up out of here. Coming right up, Nick. Coming right up, big dog. Here we go. I want to line. All right, give us about a couple more minutes. Nick, I just hit you up, big dog. I just hit you up. I just responded. Now you're in my email list and you're about to be on this and all that good stuff. And be sharp, mysterious 356. If I don't have yours right now, because like I said, I'm new at this and I got the white, helping me and all that kind of stuff. But DR, nothing, bro. Nothing. You didn't miss a thing, big dog. We gonna get kicked back in just a second. I'm trying to bring Nick Saban on. I'm trying to bring Coach Saban on. There we go. There's my brother.
What's going on, man?
Oh man, ain't nothing but the rent and need to be paid.
That's right. I done paid it too, so I'm good.
Hey, everybody, it's none other than none other than my big brother Nick Saban Jr. from Sports Talk TV. What the business is, Nick Saban Jr.
What's going on, man? I've been waiting for you all day because I know you said you were going live last night, so I had seen you had posted it at 12, so
Yeah,
I ain't got to work
yeah,
today
man.
because of the weather, so I'm off.
Hey, bro, look, I'm here. I'm on a weather sabbatical, so I'm gonna make this happen every time I can. But Nick, you brought up something last night, Coach, that I want you to really hone in on, and we got time. We got time.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the depth of Alabama, of what's coming. But bro, now check this out. I'm gonna go back to what you said, and I want you to know this now that before we had the conversation with Kangaroo Black last night, me and some of the guys on my brothers, basically JB and Bino,
Yeah.
Dwight, and Gary, we talked about this along with Susan and some of the others. Watch this. Jern Bernard, Jalen Hale,
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Mbakwe,
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Williams,
Mm-hmm.
Losier Brooks, I can't pronounce his name, but Derek
Isaiah Brooks.
Losier Brooks, Meadows, Isaiah Horton, Cole Adams, Rico Scott, Bubba Hampton. Who's left on that wideout group?
I think you're not even wrong.
Okay. Now watch this, bro. That's a problem, Nick. That's a problem.
Hey, it's a big problem because you got Jalen Hale coming off an injury that was expecting to have big things happening this year, but he got injured. You got Cole Adams that was having a big moment this year before he got injured. You got Rico Scott that made a big splash. Bubba Hampton, somebody that's highly talented. We know what Ryan Williams provides. We know what Jeremy Bernard provides. You got somebody like Jalen Mbakwe that's probably going to be that's highly talented in this position at the high school level. He did it all. That's going to be forced in this role more because of the NIL collective situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's a problem. It's a big problem.
And you know what? In a certain way, though, Coach, that's a good problem. That's a good problem to have. But where the negative, like what you were saying last night when we were on with Kangaroo, but where the reality of all of this comes in, dude, we all know on that list right there, somebody. Right after A-Day is going to hit that road.
Definitely going to happen. Everybody can't eat. The time of people sitting down waiting their turn, them days are over with. It just ain't happening no more. And honestly, do I like it? No, but I don't disagree with them. I'm not mad at them for going and get an opportunity to get playing time somewhere. But just one of them things that we're gonna have to face reality. One thing I do like up undercutting the award that I didn't get a hit on last night when somebody asked how do we expect this offense to look is with a good quarterback, we gonna potentially spread this ball around a lot. I think Kellen DeBoer had 2,000-yard receivers in that offense with a 1,000-yard rusher. I think the tight end or something somebody had like 600. It was something like that. But it was crazy numbers like from Michael Penix distributing the ball out to the wide receiver room. So that is a big upside that can give people momentum to want to stay. But like if they get in the receptions to get into catches or whatever, they should have momentum for them to stay. But the thing is, everybody's not gonna stay.
And see, and like with like what when Bino brought up a nice point. He's not on here this morning, but Bino brought up a great point yesterday in talking about Cole Adams. And we have to remember now, Cole Adams also is the punt returner, kickoff returner, not just the receiver. Mm-hmm. So you're looking at the fact that there's this strong possibility. We're not writing. We're just presenting the possibilities. That's all we're doing is presenting the possibilities of what could be. Now, one of our listeners brought up to me this morning, what we see at A-Day, the team we see at A-Day, the members that we see at A-Day, you won't see those same members in August.
Oh, most definitely not. Most definitely not. We seen that last year. And that was just our team with several teams there. Like you seen people hitting the portal before they even played the spring game. After the spring game's off, you see people hitting the portal, and that's just the day. That's just how college football rock today, and it's one of the things that we gotta get used to. And hey, like it or not, gotta move on from it. I appreciate you what you wanted to do, what your initial goal probably was, but hey, if you can get it done here, we got to move on. We living until like after I tell people after the spring game is what you know you're gonna have during the season. What we got right now is you don't even know what the team gonna look like after the end. But after the spring game, we're gonna see what we got, and I believe what we got, because just like we gonna lose, we gonna get as well. So, and one thing I like to tell people that people harp on the people that we lose. A lot of time we're not losing production. We're losing players that didn't play or that was just out there running around anyway. But
Yeah.
what we get is other people's production.
Right.
That's
Right.
what we get in Alabama.
And and you know what? And while we're talking about that part right there about losing production, Alabama really has been blessed to a point to where the people that we did lose were not our greatest producers. Let's just go back to when you retired.
When I retire.
Let's go back to when you retired. Okay, coach, the day you announced your retirement, all right, 30 players hit the door, but not all of them hit the transfer portal because, let me see, I think I got it. I don't have my book with me. But a lot of them, a lot of the guys from last year, coach, hit the road because of the draft.
Yeah.
The draft. It wasn't the transfer portal per se. It was the draft. And that's a vast difference. Now, some people will argue and say, well, leaving is leaving. Yes. But a lot of them did not leave to go to another school. Some did, but we had a lot that hit that draft. And that's a major difference.
Yeah.
They were going to now, even though a couple of them could have come back, like Terrion Arnold could have come back because he was not a senior.
But he wouldn't have came back no way.
Yeah.
He balled out.
And we have to know when you balled out versus when you're dissatisfied.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of those guys were not dissatisfied. They just balled out.
Yeah.
They just balled out. And Alabama is still that school that even though we finished 9-4 and under normal circumstances, that's not our grit. We don't do that. But this time we did. And like we all said last night, you caught Alabama in a rebuilding season. Because it was bound to happen.
And I'm gonna tell you, I don't even look at it as a rebuilder. I look at it more as a renovation type thing. Like the foundation is still solid and good at Alabama. It just we gotta fix some cabinets, probably get some new flooring, whatever, get some new appliances in the house. That's how I look at it. It's not even so much as rebuilding. To me, it's a renovation going on.
Okay. I you know what though, Coach? I can get with that. I can get with that because I see which way you're coming from with that. And now that you frame it that way, It was renovating. It was renovating. Not because if you rebuild, that means to tear down.
Yeah.
That means to tear down. So we didn't really tear down anything.
Yeah.
We had to renovate.
Mm-hmm.
And renovations a lot of times don't happen overnight.
No,
it is a process.
Yes.
It's a process. And our renovations aren't over.
No, it's not. It's a lot of renovation that got to be done, and I think it's gonna be. It's really done for the good, in my opinion. I really think it's for the good. Like I said, I look at it like this. A lot of people try to say that Coach Kelly and the board should never change nothing from what Nick Saban had going on. Well, honestly, that's not how it works. That's just like a person being married to this one lady. She get divorced, but she come to this new marriage and like, you should have been keeping things the same way my ex-husband been keeping. No, that ain't how I go. He gotta have time to come in and do what he needs to do for himself. A lot of people was big on saying that he getting a lot of guys from the West Coast. Well, you know why he's getting a lot of guys from the West Coast? Because those are where his relationships are built, where he left off. So, of course, it makes sense to recruit the guys that you have relationships with. And regardless, yes, I like my down south boys, but regardless, whatever works for your system, for your personnel, for your coaching staff, if you can get it to work at Bama, I don't care where you get these kids from.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. When you go back and you look at Coach DeBoer's record, And I know a lot of people made this big to do with he wasn't coaching in the SEC. When Nick Saban came,
Yeah.
he when he first came to the SEC, he hadn't coached in the SEC
Nope.
either.
Urban Meyer didn't coach in the SEC before he came to Florida.
Exactly. And guess who else didn't do it? I'm old school. Bear Bryant didn't do it.
Didn't do it. Yep.
He didn't do it. So when you get baptized in the SEC, what's happening is you're being acclimated to a whole different culture of football.
Yeah.
Now, this is where I think that I wrote that word renovations down, coach, because this is what Piano Man sees when I'm just going to use your word, is that you take the best of what you have from where you come from, you bring it to where you're going. There were a lot of things, Coach Saban. See, we're making a joke out of this, folks. So don't think that I'm being facetious. He know which way I'm going with this.
Yeah.
There were a lot of things, Coach Saban, that you brought to the table that wasn't jiving anymore.
Yeah. That's a
It
fact.
was,
That's a
it
fact.
was playing out.
That's a fact.
I mean, as much as we love Coach Saban,
Love
we
him.
love him. We salute him. We honor him. We put him in high esteem. But when it don't work no more,
Yes.
that means either you change your approach or
Listen,
you step away.
for the last for like the second year now, who we lose to? The year we lost to Tennessee, at the first time we lost to Tennessee, they had, and I told people then, I said, look, we live on this thing about trust the process, and I still trust the process. But I was telling people then, it's time to modify the process. It's time for the process to be modified. Like, I'm just use for example what I was talking about at the time. At the time we had Eli Ricks on the sideline, highly talented guy. Why did he get on the field? They were saying because he didn't grasp the playbook. Well, how about let's modify what you're doing and try to make it simpler so you can get the athletes to be the athlete they need to be on the field to get these guys out there, because you got a lot of highly talented guys over there, but you saying they can't get the playbook. I understand what they mean by, do I say put people out there that there's a know what's going on at all? No. But if you got somebody super talented and the thing is he can't get the playbook, do something to simplify it so he can understand and so we can use his talents. You know what I'm saying? And we eventually got Eli Ricks out there. You know what I'm saying? It took I forgot what the bad game was. A bad game get somebody. We got him out there, but it was time to modify it. It was time to modify the process. That's all it was. It's time to modify the process, baby.
And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm gonna say this, Coach. And I said this in a private chat of a Alabama group that I'm a part of. I told them just a few weeks ago. I said I sat down and just thought about the season when everything was over with, and I said, and I am always going to be a Jalen Milroe fan.
Yeah, I got a Milroe jersey in the closet.
Yeah, I haven't got one, but I will. And whatever he does, I support him. But I had to be realistic, Coach. I had to be realistic about something. My realism came in, and I had to tell them. But I had to come to the conclusion that, as from an offensive point of view, he was the weak link in our chain. Not because he was a bad quarterback. He had one flaw, one major flaw. He could not read a short defense. A short defense. What I mean by that is, if they bought everybody up, he still had it in his brain to either throw it long or try to run.
Yeah.
He never tried to throw a dump off. He never tried to throw a slant. That was one part of his game that he really did not perfect. And it was noticeable. He could not read the short defense like that, to where he could take a short pass and let them just take it on in. Like we said last night on with KB. How many times was Caleb Odom open, even in the Michigan game? Count the times Jerm Bernard was wide open. That
Frustrated.
game wasn't even supposed to be close.
Nah, I don't think so neither.
But because he had the inability to read the short defense, it cost us games that we should have won.
I say this.
Maybe, go
My
ahead,
bad,
coach.
I'm sorry. I said this last year after we lost to him in the playoff game. I said, let's start. I said, I love Miro to death. I said, but let's be honest. I'm gonna say this. And I don't try to bring no race into it. A lot of us was hyped about Miro because the black quarterback thing.
Yeah.
I said, now let's be football related now. I said, in order for you to start being a better quarterback, you have to start at least setting protection for yourself. It's so many times where guys that come up to the line from back there in the safety area or whatever, they coming up scoring blitz and you don't even point it out and try to set protection for yourself. It happened again this Michigan game where somebody came up and you don't even like point it out, say do your little coverage or whatever to protect yourself, and the same dude come up to the line, come back to the tackle. Like, in order to be a better quarterback, you gotta start at least setting protection for yourself. So many times, like you said, people running wide open. All you got to do is dump it off. You ain't got to go long. Just dump it off. Get it out your hand fast. And the big play doesn't always have to be the big 50-yard bomb downfield. Sometimes the big play is the little dump off right here in the middle of the wide open field. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that. Like I tell people with Miro, when I was telling people at work about it, they were like, oh, man, you doing Miro bad? I said, no, I love Miro to death. I said, but it's like my kids. If my kids doing good, I'm not going to say, oh, baby, it's all good. Just whatever. No, we got to address the issue, point it out, and say what it is. I said, I'm not talking about his character. I'm talking about what he doing on a football field. And on the football field, it's things that you have to do to get better, to become a better quarterback.
Each and every day, not just every week.
Yeah.
Each and every day. When you're playing football past, doggone it, even in the high school level, if we really want to know the truth about it, I heard you talk about your son last night. He's in the junior high level. It's a whole different game now. Yeah. Listen, when I was playing junior high ball back in the Gap, it wasn't nowhere close to what it is now. It's a different ball game. That's why I don't coach now. I'm still too much old school. I'm going to tell you something my little brother said. He said, Wendell, he said, you still would be a good coach. He said, you still would be a good one. If you went to a couple of coaching clinics and began to just, and listen to what they had to say from a new school and bring your old school perspective with it and mix it together, he said, the way that you construct the offense would nobody be ready for it, which he knew what he know what he's talking about. Because, see, I'm from the days of the wishbone. The wishbone and the I formation.
Yes, sir.
When you ran a wishbone, you had four of the fastest backs back there. The fourth back was the quarterback. Yep. 2 halfbacks, a fullback, and a quarterback. You had, and that was in the days of hat on a hat. Everybody had to be accounted for.
Hat on hat and hat. Yes, I know about that because I graduated in 2007. So around that time, that's when the spread offense started to be introduced. So I'm familiar with the power eye, running the veers and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm very familiar with that.
Bruh, you had to have speed to do that. Mm-hmm. You couldn't be slow. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you something else. As a quarterback, you couldn't be slow on the read.
So, okay.
You can't be slow on the read. You got to, you know what? You almost have to have ESP.
Yeah, for real. Seriously.
You almost have to have ESP. You have to think, you have to think about what's what ahead of time. Mm-hmm. And so it goes back to, like, I'm finna to highlight something there, Coach, and I'm gonna let you see it. Here we go. This is what JB said. Lack of film study on his part. That's a whole discussion right there by itself. I'm glad he put a period at the end of that sentence, because it's noticeable that not only was it a lack of film study, but even if there was film study, it was a lack of comprehension during the film study.
Yes.
You got to be able to comprehend it.
Like I tell people, I said, we used to do field study in middle school or high school, but honestly, I did not understand that stuff. I did not understand. I was just in there watching it for the highlights of somebody got blowed up. I did not understand it. I didn't start understanding this stuff until I stopped playing and got older and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it's a lot of times kids watching film and they're not saying they don't understand it. They're just watching it and nodding their head. It's a lot of times that goes on. And I believe it was a lot of lack of film study. You know what I'm saying? Don't know, but I don't doubt that at all. I really agree with that.
And you know what else? And because you don't want to appear inept, if you will.
Yep.
Because you don't want to appear that way, you just say, I understand. When in all actuality, you didn't get it.
Yeah.
You didn't get it. And I believe that's what happened with Jalen. And bad coaching with helping or developing the quarterback position.
Mm-hmm.
Those two, I have to agree with JB. Those two statements, I think that's what sunk Milroe. Now, it didn't take away from his athleticism. No, it did not take away from his athleticism. And that's not what JB is saying. Because everybody knows that Jalen Milroe is an awesome talent. He's the most, out of all the quarterbacks up there, he's the most athletic one.
The facts. Facts.
He's the most athletic one. But is his understanding of the position when it comes down to the complexities of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he lacks, and that's where like Shedeur Sanders, what's the guy out of
Cam Ward?
Even Cam Ward is limited to a certain degree, but he's better. Yeah. But when it comes down to the complexities of the game, he's better than Milroe. Yeah. He understands it. So I have to give JB credit on that. That this is what was certain, and it was apparent that he was missing all of that. He was missing it. I mean, just being honest now, he was missing it.
Yeah, I agree though, man. I agree.
And so, go ahead, Coach.
Nah, and see, talk about Milroe moving forward. This is what I hate about this process of the kids going to the draft. Because do I think he's a first rounder guy? I don't. If I had to draft a quarterback first round, I probably wouldn't draft him. But he gonna go to the combine. He gonna throw the ball far. He gonna run fast, jump high, and he gonna get drafted to a situation. Probably, I know Steelers it look like Steelers are heavy on him right now, but he gonna get drafted to a situation where they probably need him now, and what he doesn't need is to be playing right now. I want him to see it from the sidelines a little bit. See how a pro operates at this position, because I do think he can be a really good quarterback moving forward, but I just don't want him to be rushing into a position, like rushing into a situation that we need you now, then they don't get the best out of him because they didn't have no time to develop him or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm looking at the sports this morning. I'm a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
And they were talking about it this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to be the starter, Justin Fields or Russell Wilson? Cam Newton said that they would develop Justin Fields versus Russell Wilson. Russell is on the downside of his career. But Justin Fields, to me, suffers from the same problem that Jalen Milroe suffers from, is not being able to read the short field. Not being able. Number two, Justin doesn't have the arm strength that Milroe has to go deep either. Now, can he run? Yeah, but I don't think he's as fast as Milroe. So I think this is why all of the rumors about surrounding Milroe in Pittsburgh are coming to this place because something is about to go on in the quarterback room there in Pittsburgh. But my problem is if you're not going to develop Milroe, because you can't just let him throw deep all the time. No.
That off all day, man. They're gonna go crazy on Milroe if they just thought they can go there with the mentality he had at college.
See, and that's why a lot of these guys don't pan out.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and in college, the some of these guys are not panning out. Just like I said last night with the thing about Ty Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason Ty didn't play. I don't think it had to do anything with him being a horrible quarterback. Didn't have anything to do with that. It had everything to do with, I believe, his lack of being able to grasp the offense the way that the coach would want him to grasp it. And he couldn't produce.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
Me personally, I've never been that. I don't dislike Ty. I like Ty honestly, but I've never been that high on him as a quarterback. Honestly, when him and Lornigan came in, I think it was him and Lornigan. No, was it Hostin, Dylan Lord, Eli Hostin. I like that Lornigan better. You know what I'm saying? Eli Hostin over there at Pitt balling, but you know what I'm saying? I never was that big on Ty anyway, me personally. You know what I'm saying? I still think it's going to be Austin Mack or Killian Russell.
Now, I'm going to say this. Let me back up to what you talked about, Eli Hostin. Hostin fell off at the end, but those first 5-6 ball games, he was looking like a doggone Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, he was.
To you. Hostin was burning up the paper.
Yeah.
But when he got into the meat of his schedule, that's when it all started coming to full circle with him, and he fell off. But if I'm not mistaken, he'll be back next year, won't he?
Tomorrow, he will. Yeah,
see,
he will.
And then now I'm gonna bring it up to what you just said about Lonergan. Now, Lonergan, when I was over there watching him year before last, Lonergan was actually the better quarterback, even better than Milroe. They got Milroe, they kept Milroe in there because for that he processed okay.
Yeah.
But then he could run.
Yeah.
He was able to get out of trouble. But your better, pure passer was Lonergan.
Yeah.
Was Lonergan.
But
because Lonergan's inability
he was getting the ball out fast too. Like I know times where the times he did play like the spring game, like how he was able to get the ball out faster, to like read what's going on faster, get the ball out faster. Like I like the Lonergan a lot. I liked him a lot.
And so where did he go, Coach?
Learning at Boston College with Brian
Bill O'Brien.
Yeah.
See, and like I said last night, and I'm almost, I know kind of off the chart here for just a second, but I'm gonna say this. Lonergan still followed the money. Remember what we talked about last night?
Of course.
With Boston College, Notre Dame, BYU, they all have something in common with that. See, and he followed the money.
I tell anybody though. I said, much as we get whine and complain about this NIL collective period, a kid crazy if they go somewhere and they're not getting nothing. If they're not getting nothing, they're crazy. Like, seriously. Like, I know a kid from my area. I'm from Phoenix City, Alabama. We produce a lot. Red Morgan, that's on our team. He's from this area. Justin Ross from Clemson. Isaiah Fogger that we have right now in the defensive line room. He's from here. Markel Benton, Jeremiah Castile, Woodrow Lowe, them Yeah, them,
Jeremiah.
they from here. They from here. And I know a guy right now. He transferred to Oregon State. Not a high profile guy at all. Not a high profile guy at all. Offensive lineman. And his first year as a starter, they're gonna pay him $100,000, and the next year as a starter, they're gonna boost it up to $600,000. You know what I'm saying? So you're crazy if you're not getting nothing in this period. So that's what I tell people about that.
Yep. Yep. So I'm just saying that. So, like you said last night, and some have said in the chat, here's one. I'm gonna put two in the chat there. I mean, put two on the screen there, Coach. Here's Trina. Trina says competition makes the team better both on and off the field.
I agree. But that's how we feel. The kids in the room, they ain't thinking about that, man. That's what I hate about it. Listen, my son right now, he got him a NCAA dynasty thing, whatever. He came to Alabama, 3-star guy, and this is just the game. And he said, I said, how your man doing? He said, man, I transferred. This a game, man. He like, I transferred. I'm like, what? I'm like, but this the mindset they on real life. Like, they're not sitting here. They don't care about no competition making them better. I'm like, I'm trying to play and get this money. Because we all know what Jonathan Allen and them guys were saying. Man, practices was so hard when we was around. It made the game a whole lot easier. And I wish there is the mindset these young kids. There's very few of these kids right now that got that mindset. There's very few of these kids that got that mindset.
Gotcha. Here's another one from JB. Another one, JB, who said this. Here we go.
Ooh, I see.
It gives me thought to think about. Was it Milroe's play that kept these guys together, or the length?
You want to know my honest opinion?
Go ahead.
I think it was both. I think it was. That's the reason why I felt like a lot of they put up with Milroe for so long. And yes, I feel like the length thing was a big play. Honestly, what I have heard, because we all see in the beginning of the season, you can't bench Milroe, because you bench Milroe. You think we mad at the end of the season? We would have been so mad because so many people would have dropped off and fill up on this team. But later on, what I heard, you kind of clear to see that Milroe wasn't killing the boys' typical quarterback. You can see him obviously frustrated on the sideline. Wide receiver obviously frustrated. But what I heard was he kind of had his hands tied too with Milroe. And that's because of money. Now, is it true? I don't know if it's true, but I start feeling like that at some point. I'm like, this ain't his typical quarterback. He obviously frustrated. God dang on the wide receivers are always frustrated. Why aren't we doing something to change up the pace of the game to see if we can get a boost from another quarterback? Because I heard money-wise that he had his hands tied. Is it true? I don't know if it's true. But it kind of felt like that towards the end. Like, why we ain't doing something different? Just to not bench Milroe for the whole season, just to see if anybody else can provide a boost, a spark in this team or something. And it was never that. It was never that. But
I agree with you. I agree. We don't know all of the ins and the outs of what goes on behind the scenes. And this is something that I'll tell any journalist, any content creator, whatever. People will tell you what they want you to know.
That's fact.
They're not going to tell you everything.
That's fact.
Because here it is. Some folks just can't keep their mouth shut. They want to report everything and say you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, a lot of people want to do that. That is so.
They don't care anything about the integrity or the care about these persons' job capacities, and they telling you this information, and you go out and you destroy it. And when the people hear about it again, they know where they got it from.
Yep.
They know exactly who they said it to, this, that, and the third. So I'm of the firm persuasion that we do not know everything that goes on in an organization.
Hey,
We don't.
you'll hear me say it a lot if I'm on show stuff. My opinion, my opinion, my opinion. Because I'm not finna sit here and act like I'm on campus in the locker room and meetings with Coach Kelly. Boy, I'm not finna sit here and act like I'm that guy. I am just a normal dude that works every day and read and look at stuff. I may know a couple of people that may know something, but even what they heard is of what they heard. You know, even what I heard from them is of what they heard. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never gonna be the one. I know for a fact this is gonna happen. Whatever. Not that guy.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. Here's another one. Here's let me see. I'm gonna show you. Here's one from KT. Here's a statement. She said, "Mac is going to battle. He ain't laying down and letting Keelan just step in." See, like what you were saying last night, Coach. This is gonna be a real quarterback battle. It's gonna be a real one. What about what KT is saying right there?
So I agree, KT, because I said from the get-go, this man that come over, this man was the first person to come over with Coach Kelly on board. I said, he ain't bringing this man for nobody, for no reason. We got to remember with Austin Mack, when he was a freshman at Washington, he was a reclassified freshman like Ryan Williams was. So when he was at Washington, he should have been playing this senior season, but he was at Washington. So that didn't happen for no reason. So when he brought him over, I believe he had a plan for this man from get-go Washington before he even knew he was going to come to Alabama. So he was like, I'm bringing you over. But what happens is you get a Keelan Russell, somebody that been playing high-notch level football, who I think really can get it before, you know what I'm saying, before the fall. I think he can get it. Does he win it out? I don't know. I feel like if he starts, either like that or because, my opinion again, due to this NIL and collective stuff, we're going to see a lot of stuff that we don't want to see. I think we'll see a lot of kids being forced to play in positions whether they're ready or not because a lot of money is tied up behind them. But I don't think Matt hit her lay down and go to sleep neither. I think Matt finna go out there and got dang on give some people something to talk about.
Watch this. Now I'm gonna show you what Carla said. And I don't think you saw her statement, but watch this. You know that's right. Mac was brought over with an intention.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Now she said that before you made the statement. Yeah, now he's going to compete to win it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Austin Mack was brought in for a purpose.
But like I say, with doing this day and age, you can't just sit Keelan Russell on the sideline. Like you gotta put at least the minimum 10 plays a package a game. You gotta let him feel. You gotta make him feel like he's gonna be the next Sup. And I know a lot of us hate to hear that force stuff. Now Mac just killing it. God dang it! Now that's just a whole different story. But if he ain't just killing it, he winning, but just not killing it. You got to find a way to put him in the game because, like I said, this NIL collective thing is vicious. It's vicious. He might come in with the mindset, I'm gonna wait my turn. I got time. But soon as somebody call, pick up the phone, hey bro, I got 15 for you. Yeah. Soon you hit the portal, you guaranteed to start here. And it's crazy.
And here's the crazy thing. Before I put up another somebody's statement. Coach, let's just talk about Keelan Russell for a minute. Now I know we were talking about the wide receivers, but see, Keelan Russell had every intention of going to SMU.
Yeah.
Every intention. But what's being overlooked with that is the quarterback of SMU is coming back.
Yeah.
He was coming back.
Yeah.
So what? See, here's so we highlighting Keelan Russell right here.
Mhm.
The problem was gonna be, and I know some folks that's probably listening saying this is such amateurish conversation. No, it's not. This is called critical thinking. The problem is that Keelan Russell was gonna sit anyway. And it goes back to like what you said, the importance of incorporating plays for him.
Yeah.
Because here's something that I think it is. Hold up. Wait a minute. I lost it. Because I want you to see something else, coach. Let me go back up. I done lost. Dog. Oh, here we go. Check this out. So do you pick the machine, Austin Mack, or risk losing a 5-star quarterback?
And that's the dilemma. I like KT. I like that. I like the way you think, girl. I like the way you think. And see, that's what I tell people. Like I just said, do you pick the machine or risk losing the future of Alabama? And like I say, I don't know how they go about this, but I do know with the collectors being involved, paying people, you're going to see a lot of forced things. A lot of coaches are going to have their hands tied and be forced to do a lot of things that they don't want to do. But, hey, these people, these alumni, they're paying, the boosters are paying big money for this, like NFL type thing. That when Mike Singletary was there ready to bench people, I can't do it or won't do it. But what that organization looking like, nah, bro, I'm paying this man a whole bunch of money. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Like, serious, like, so. But honestly, I don't know. I just want to see a coach stand on business. I want to see a coach stand on business and do what they feel like they do what they feel like right.
Telling you, man. So when I go back to this list dealing with the wide receivers, Alabama has a major problem on his hand. And see, and we let's put it this way. The non-critical thinking people don't look at it the way that we're looking at it. We got all these folks and they're 5 stars and they're this. Baby, JB said it best. You're 5-star until you make it to college. That's high school stuff you're talking.
Yes.
That's 7-on-7 camps and stuff you talking. When you get to college, you starting with everybody else.
I tell people that all the time, man. I don't know when he said that. He probably said it before, but I tell people that. I said, y'all gotta remember, that's high school good. A 5-star ranking comes from being high school good. I don't care if you was at the top-notch level, that was still high school good. When you get to the college level, it's a whole different beast. I remember AJ McCarron said it. When he came to Alabama, he had his chest poked out with some type of confidence and swagger. But you realize everybody else a 4 or 5-star too, just like me. That man a 4 or 5-star too, just like me. So what can you do at this level? Listen, we every year, every recruiting class, are we not hyped about these kids like they the next big thing? Every year, with every recruiting class, we are so hyped like these kids are the next best thing. And we seen so many people not be that guy. Ben Davis, that quarterback, Blake Barnett. Think about if Blake Barnett was in the NIL and collective period, how much money he would have got for nothing.
I remember the night Blake Barnett made his debut start. Yes. USC lit him up.
And when he got up, he looked so frightened.
He would look, a deer in headlights had a better shot than he did. I ain't lying to you.
Yes.
A deer in headlights would have had a better shot of surviving a car that night than Blake Barnett did. And they had to put Jalen Hurts out there.
Yeah.
They put Blake out there because he was that traditional dude.
Yep.
And he just couldn't. He couldn't. And you know what else? Blake, even after all of that, and he ended up transferring, right?
Yep. Several schools.
That part. That part. He wasn't the dude. He wasn't that dude. That dude.
That's what I point out too about a lot of Alabama transfers. Like a lot of Alabama transfers. A lot. I'm not saying everybody, but a lot. They hit the portal. They go to a school. Then all of a sudden, they hit the portal again. Then you hear about them go, dang, well, this dude in the portal again? Like this dude in the portal again? It's very few like Amari Neblack. Let's talk about Amari Neblack. Somebody was telling me, if he would have stayed at Alabama where he was playing, he was actually playing. Was he playing up to his potential? No, but he was playing. This dude would have been in the NFL by now. But now, the winning Texas, following Sarkisian to have a plan for you, I guess, or whatever. Now you transfer to Texas A&M. Like these dudes keep transferring. Remember, JoJo Earl? He in the portal again. One of the Bronco brothers, they went to TCU with him in the portal again. A lot of these guys continue to hit the portal. So at some point, it's not the system or whatever. It may be you, bro. It may be you. It may be your ego. It may be you need to come down out the high horse because you was good in high school. You got to prove yourself in college. Mr. Hall, this man, he at Sacramento State or something now. He in Sacramento somewhere.
And Coach, you know what? And when you put it like that, man, I ain't mean to cut you off, but I have to say this while it's on my brain. When you put it like that, it is best to do what Nick Saban said. Trust the process. You're gonna go through some hard times. You're gonna have some. It's gonna always be somebody better than you.
Yes.
That's what makes competition sweet. It instead of it making you bitter, it should make you better.
Yeah.
You get bitter, but shoot. These guys want to bail and everything. And now and this is no knock on Sacramento State, but you've gone from here to a place where now you this big fish in a small pond.
Yeah. And if you don't ball out there, it's clearly you, brother. It's clearly you anyway. But if you don't do nothing there, it's clear to you. Like you said, it's somebody that's gonna always be better than you. And I preach this to my son all the time. The kids you play with down here in Phoenix City, boy, these boys are a different breed. I said, if people gonna be better than you, but what they ain't gotta do is outwork you. Because what people don't really understand, what I break down all the time, you don't know how many mediocre athletes there are in the NFL. But their work ethic is different. Everybody ain't mediocre, but it's a lot of mediocre athletes in the NFL. But their work ethic, their heart, and their drive is a whole different thing. And that's what elevates them to the next level. Like JB said something about the camps and stuff when we was talking about that a little bit earlier. I like camps. I understand what they stand for, but let's think about 7-on-7 camps. Let's think about one-on-one competitions. I seen it with Chuck McDonald in the Army game, in the Army practice. He was guarding a wide receiver, clearly knocked him off this route early in the process. The play should have been over, but they keep letting him run these routes. Did he make the pass break up? Yes, but if he would have called it, that dude would have been the next best wide receiver coming in. Well, clearly, dude, like one-on-one competition, quarterbacks look so good in camps because why? They ain't getting no pressure coming on. They look good. I look good. I'm not a quarterback. Never been a quarterback. Only thing I did was hike the football. This is the only time I touched the ball. But I look good at quarterback if I know ain't nobody finna hit me. If I know the route you finna run, you know what I'm saying? If ain't nobody like seriously, like camps are over. It's good, but
they're overrated.
Overrated. Because
They're overrated.
at some point I think about when do we look at what they actually do on the football field? When do we look at what they actually do on the football field? Now it's so easy to get recruited. Oh, you can be 6'5", 290, just start playing football your senior year, and guess what? You probably finna get a whole bunch of recruits. You finna get a whole bunch of scholarships. Do that thing you do next best thing, but you finna get recruited because I'm gonna try to work with your size. Like a lot of the jumps, so many smaller dudes get overlooked that are really talented because of their size, man. Like the recruiting system is so, I like it, but it's flawed to me. It's so flawed to me, man.
And JB said everybody great until they come to the Marines.
Yeah.
Marines have a whole different, their mindset is different.
Yeah.
Everybody's good. Now watch this. Everybody's good until they come to Bama.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because anytime Jonathan Allen said, it was Jonathan Allen, and I even heard Terrell Owens make he alluded to his nephew was wanting to go to Alabama. He wanted to go and watch him, wanted to go see how Nick Saban ran the squad.
I heard that. Yeah.
I
heard we
and
talked about it.
The guy, Jonathan Allen said, you sure that's where you want to go? Are you positive that's where you want to go? They were seeing Alabama win them championships and this, that, and the third. Jonathan Allen said, even Najee Harris even said, he said, this is nothing. When he got to Pittsburgh, they were saying, oh man, this is hard. And he said, you ain't been to Alabama. This is nothing compared to where I came from.
And that's a kid that was really ready to dip out after his first year. He was ready to go back to Cali.
What's his name? Plays for the Cowboys. The DB.
Alabama came from Alabama.
Came out of Bama.
Yeah, I know you're talking about though.
But anyway,
yeah,
he came in as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And Nick Saban sat him down and said, I'm gonna put you on defense and put you as a defensive. I'm gonna put you as a DB.
He was upset.
And that dude fought him. If y'all know who I'm talking about, put it in the chat. He's a defensive back. Shucks. I can't remember his name.
I know his name. I can't remember his name.
But he's the number, and Nick Saban told him, he said, listen, I know what I'm talking about. Trust my process. Trust it. This dude got on First Take one day and talked about how Coach Saban transitioned him from a wide receiver to a DB. Now that dude is one of the number one. He recently got hurt, but he's like the number one. That's him. Was the number one DB in the league. And he publicly thanked Coach Saban for moving him, for having a vision and saying, you're good here, but you're better there.
Yep.
A lot of these guys are out of position, and now they don't want a Nick Saban to come through and tell them, hey, look, you're good here, but you're better there. I've been playing this because it goes back to like what JB said. I've been doing this since high school. That was then. This is now. You keep listen. Some of these guys can't get past themselves because they wanted they can't get past their high school years. They think that they still got the big man on campus in high school.
Yep.
You got that mentality that you the crap, you the stuff here because you still got that high school mentality.
Yep.
And that's why a lot of these guys don't pan out.
Yep. I see a lot of kids with the transition from Pee-wee, middle school to high school. Like a lot of guys ran the ball. Listen, the reality is you was a big guy that was fast that ran the ball. But reality is, when you grow up, coming to the high school level, you a quick defensive lineman, bro, or a
Yeah.
tight end, but you still stuck on you want to be a running back. All right,
Yep.
they try to tell you to move, but you want to play running back, and now you looking crazy sitting on. Now you want to leave the high school stuff when you ought to just play tight end or defensive line or something where you'll shine at. You big, but you was that in little league and pee wee and middle school football where kids still ain't developed yet. Bodies ain't developed yet.
Yeah. And so when you sit back and look at these players that are transferring, they're this, that, and the third, and they get discouraged and everything, I would just tell them, man, trust the process. Just trust the process. You're good. And see, and but back to like what we were saying earlier, Big Dog. Alabama has a major problem on his hand.
Yeah.
And I'm just being honest. I'm going to enjoy a day. I don't know how many folks gonna be there, but I plan on being there because I want to watch this real quarterback battle. I
Yeah.
want to watch it. I want to see this here because Keelan Russell's coming in making a lot of noise. He's saying he's coming in, he wants to start. He even said in a few interviews while he was still in high school that he was already studying the playbook. Already studying the playbook.
But those are the tensions you gotta have, because he did say something that, well, Keelan Russell was basically saying that they already said the intentions for him is to come and start day one. So it's like, wow. You saying that out loud, like that must be true, or you just on like, yeah. He was saying, Keelan Russell said they one of the things that jumped in Alabama is they want him to come start day one. I'm like, wow, that's a bold statement to say right there, bro. That is a bold statement, and for you to say that out loud is like, oh wow, they must really believe in that right now. But hey,
this is why I say it, and I'll say it publicly, man. I don't have nothing against nobody. I want who's playing the best.
Yes.
Who's going to be able to lead the offense into the end zone efficiently?
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to be able to lead the team? Who's going to be the general of the team? Now, here we go. This is for that statement to have been made. Obviously, it's something about time that's still not setting right.
Yes.
With the coaches.
Yes.
I'm just saying what I'm saying. It's something about it that's still not sitting. Now, hold up. Now, let me show this. JT asked a question. Is Keelan a leader, though? Well, I'm going to answer it on this wise. We won't know until we see.
Yep.
We won't know.
Hey, go back to
it's hard for a freshman to come in. It's hard for a freshman to do it, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible.
He was in high school, but just like we were saying, that was high school.
That was high school.
It was high school.
I'm going to be honest with you. Jalen Hurts did it.
Yeah, he did
as a freshman.
Like, and with me saying that, I'm not saying that he can't be done. It definitely can be done. We got to think about the little things that matters now. The relationship he already has with Ryan Williams. Those are the type of things that's going to help drive it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the relationship between Williams and Jalen Mbakwe, I feel like made a big difference in between him staying. And because if Mbakwe don't stay, do I really think Ryan Williams will leave? I think Ryan Williams probably would have left his way up if Mbakwe don't stay. But because of the relationship they got, I think it was easy for Williams to sell Mbakwe to stay at Alabama.
You know what? And JB asked the question, is it talent or is it the mentality now?
Woo.
See, these are questions.
Real questions.
These are real questions.
Real questions.
And see, and when you're coming off a 9-4 season and you're Alabama, these are the questions that need to be answered.
Yeah.
Here on Long Run, we don't run from questions. We ask them. We keep it a buck with everybody. But I was about to say, but when you sit down and start thinking about relationships, now, I'm just going to use this in basketball. JB asked the question, is talent or the mentality? I'm going to answer and use your line, coach, and say it's a little bit of both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is, from this question here, what is your mentality regarding your talent?
Mm.
How do you approach
Mm.
what's your mentality as it relates to your talent? How do you see yourself? Because here I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say this out loud. If you come in with a super duper talent and you're super duper talented, but you acting like a butthole,
Mm.
your fall
Mm.
will be a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
Your fall will be hard.
Yeah.
Your fall will be short, and the impact of that fall will be deadly.
Woo. Throughout the years, I'm 35 now, about to turn 36, and I realized the Lord has a funny way of humbling you. He has a very funny way of humbling people. Like, wow, you
Some
once
folks,
thought you was this, just to realize that I need to break it down to here and build myself back up to here, to what I thought I was up here. But you need slow down, sir. Realize what's going on. So mentality towards your talent. You said exactly what I was thinking when you broke it down like that. Like, how do you? Okay, you can have the mentality towards your talent to I'm gonna work the hardest. I'm gonna work the hardest. I'm gonna stay in the film the hardest. I'm gonna do the small things. I'm gonna take rehab on my body so serious. While I'm rehabbing on my body, I'm looking at the iPad, looking at this film study. I'm taking this classroom serious. Or do you got the mentality where I'm a 5-star? I don't care. I need to play. That Jai Hall mindset. Talk all that year about playing. When you got your opportunity, you didn't seize the moment, my guy.
tell you something. Like what the wife said, but you got to learn the system first, right? And in learning the system, you also have to learn the culture. And
Yep.
like what somebody wrote in the chat earlier when we had a little unexpected, well, a little crazy guest come in, you got to learn how to read the room.
Mm.
You got to learn how to read the room.
Mm.
Now, a lot of these guys, you can be super duper talented, but if you don't have a mentality of reading the room and learn body language and know when people don't care for you too much, honest to goodness,
Yeah.
you're going to be that dude that's leading, but you just taking a walk because
Yeah.
ain't nobody following you.
Yep. Turn around, look behind black. I thought
Ain't,
you thought we was coming. Nah, we ain't coming.
we ain't coming. I'm being honest with you. Here's another one that KT said. She gonna kill me. But I just hope I just take their statement serious. Turn it down just a notch.
That's all it is. Humble yourself. Humble yourself. Humble
Turn
yourself.
it down a notch. It's okay to be confident, but don't be cocky.
Yes.
Don't be cocky with your confidence. Because I'm gonna tell you something. God, like you said, God has funny ways
Woo.
of humbling you.
Woo.
And I'm gonna tell you, since you put it right there, coach, I'm gonna take the liberty in saying this. And when he humbles you, he does it publicly.
Publicly. Oh yes, everybody.
Publicly.
Hey,
Everybody gonna see it.
just like you had your chest bulked out, so cocky, and this in front of people, I'm gonna humble you in front of people. I'm gonna humble you in front of people.
JB said this. I'm just putting my folks. We need a guy who knows how to react to failure. Hold it, JB. Failure Failure. See, that's the problem. People don't, we want to talk about success, but what people don't understand, you do fail a test sometime.
Oh, hey,
Einstein failed tests sometime.
yes.
Michael Jordan missed shots sometime. Babe Ruth, Henry Aaron, Willie Mays, the greatest of them struck
What
out
else?
sometime. Come on now.
I believe Nolan Ryan gave up a couple home runs in his career. I believe he gave up a couple home runs in his career.
One of the greatest to ever do it.
Yes.
Gave up some home runs. But still was known as the Nolan Express, the Ryan Express.
Yeah. Yup.
Come on now. You got to know how to react to failure when things aren't going your way. And wait a minute. And here we go. KT said this. In the words of Coach Nick Saban, here he is, folks, right here on the screen. How do you respond to adversity? You really think that just because you are who you are, everybody's going to tuck tail and run? No. They ain't scared of you, Otis. They ain't scared of you or anything.
I was that where I came from too. So why I'm scared of you? I was him, man. I was him then too. Where I came from high school, I was him. So why would I be scared of you because you him here? I'm here. So no, I ain't scared. No, how would you? And when you get punched, that's what people say. How do you? You can punch somebody in the mouth all day, but until you get punched back in the mouth, how do you respond when you get punched back in the mouth?
You know what, Coach? Do you know what made Muhammad Ali so great? What made Ali so great? It wasn't that he knew how to talk his way through. Ali knew how to respond when he got hit.
Yeah.
It was like a hit would wake him up, and it would unleash this beast within him. Till when you jarred him, then all of a sudden he coming with the come on. Mm-hmm. And then the next thing you know, he'll say he wanted to go to heaven, so I took him out in 7. Well, something happened back around round 4, round 5 that said, okay, 7th round, I'm gonna take you on out.
Yeah.
What happened? Well, he hit me. It jarred me. So Susan said, it's a thin line between arrogance and confidence.
It is.
I got to highlight that.
Yeah, true facts.
It's a thin line. And you better be, and I'm gonna tell you this, I'll tell you this, young buck. Don't go in there with the big head. Cause, there's some cats in there. And when they turn the dogs loose on you now.
Yep, facts.
You ain't been hit yet, cause like JB said, this ain't high school.
It ain't. I tell people all the time, 5-star. We get excited about them. As a fan base, I still get super overexcited about 5 stars. But I do realize they're high school good. They're high school good.
Yep. I'm just saying, man. And so what Kimberly said, I'm going to show this right here. Believe in yourself and don't fail football season. I like that. Believe in yourself. It's okay to believe in yourself.
Oh, yeah.
I always know this. It's some more cats out there that believe in themselves too.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to eat at this table. Everybody. And it's a table full of dogs, man.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, we're coming into a precarious position or a particular circumstance that these guys, man, they want to see Bama back on top.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of ramifications that we hadn't even discussed that's on the outside of the playing field, i.e. money. The more a team wins, the more revenue come your way.
Facts.
In merchandise, in ticket sales, and this, that, and the third. The more, see, some people lose, and then because they still lose and people still support because of their love for the school. But when you win, I give you a good for instance, look at the basketball team right about now. Look at the basketball team.
Looking good.
You ain't heard this much hype around Alabama basketball in years.
Long time. Long
Their
time.
merch is hotter than the football teams. Being honest with you.
Yeah.
So the point that I'm making is that to the football team. So that's what we discussing. Stay humble, fellas. Stay humble. And listen, not just to the football team, but that works for all of us in life, man.
Facts.
Stay humble.
Stay humble and grind, baby.
Stay humble and grind. We all trying to make it. Now, Coach, back to this, and we're gonna wrap up here in just a second. Just from talking about it today, out of this 11 player, these 11 wideouts, who would you say, just off the top of your head, and why? Who would you say would stand a greater chance of transferring?
I hate when I pick these things out because I like all these kids because I'm one of them guys that keep on recruiting. I recruiting myself. But I'm gonna say Bubba Hampton is one of the guys. Bubba Hampton. I'm gonna say he one of the guys. And I don't like to say this name because I really think he can still be really good. But coming off an injury, the injury he came off of, and that was able to put people in front of him like a Cole Adams and a Rico Scott, that's somebody that started emerging late towards the season. Jalen Hill. I really hope that's not the case because that dude is super fast, he's super talented, but that injury will set you back. And when you get injured like that, it sets you back. It allows people to, rise a little bit above. And I think Cole Adams is one of those Mr. Reliable guys, fast guys that can run routes and great hands. The hype Rico Scott got coming into this season, this off season, I think he gonna trend upward on that. Then you gotta look at the guys that's coming in, like a Derek Meadows, Lazia Brooks, some young guys that's really putting in work, whatever. But I'm gonna say Bubba Hampton and Jalen Hill. And I really hope I'm so wrong about the Jalen Hill thing. I hope I'm so wrong.
Jalen Hill gives me Jalen Waddle vibes.
Yes, he does.
He gives me, and I'm going to be honest with you, and I know hindsight is 2020, but if Jalen Waddle if he had not gotten hurt in the season that he did, Devontae Smith would not have won the Heisman Trophy.
Ooh. Hey, so this is my argument that year. And it's not saying neither one. I would have said, would Mac Jones would have won it or Smith or Waddle? And the reason why I say that because now you got Mac Jones dropping off the two amazing guys. So, and then I'm like, I don't know.
Once a year, and people don't look at it that way. But if Jalen Waddle hadn't have gotten hurt,
that dude was amazing,
bruh.
He was amazing.
Still, didn't Mac Jones finish second?
Yes,
in Heisman voting still. Yes,
I think so.
Behind Devontae Smith.
And that's why I said, everybody say Waddle, and I don't disagree. I said, but you gotta look at it like Mac Jones would have had two amazing wide receivers to drop it off to that year. So would he have won it though? Because
Mac Jones probably would have won it.
Like,
bruh,
man, it was crazy.
I know.
And let's put this out there. Najee Harris was in there running up the Heisman. He was the one left off from being in the show, but like, you know what I'm saying? He was like the fifth guy or something like that.
He was killing the running game.
Yes.
Najee Harris was the total package. He could run and he could catch.
So think about what I'm saying about what Mac Jones would have wanted. That was a receiving option he was using. The
Okay.
Smith and Waddle, like it's like I got an argument for Mac Jones. I got an argument for Mac Jones.
Trina just said Trevor Lawrence was second. He was second. Mac was third. Okay. So I knew Mac was in the running. But man,
that would been that was just a crazy year though all around. That was just an amazing year all around though.
That just was a crazy year. But I'm gonna tell you like this, Coach. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm ready for spring training.
Oh,
I'm ready for spring training. This conversation, and we're gonna have some more of them, bro, because this conversation sparks a lot of questions. Alabama has a lot of question marks surrounding it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me ask you this: what is the status? And this will be the last question. What is the status of the offensive coordinator? Where are we?
I feel like he's staying. I feel like Nick Sheridan staying. That grow up thing was sounding good, but I'm not hearing nothing about it no more. And I feel like Sheridan is gonna be here to stay though.
Well,
and much as we felt about him, the second go around, but a better quarterback. Now he got a year of experience. It might be better for him. I don't know. I'm just an Alabama fan and having high hopes on that. You know.
Well, like JB said, we need a quarterback that's going to be able to face adversity.
Mm-hmm.
We need a quarterback that's going to be able to rebound from failure.
Yeah.
But then by that same token, JB said in another part of the chat, where he said, but we need a quarterback that's going, even though he was talking about Milroe, but we still need a quarterback that's going to be able to do good film study.
Yeah.
But like I said, comprehend film study.
Yeah.
And then the other part of that is JB made a statement and said, let me see, film study and quarterback development.
Okay.
Because you can't rest on your laurels just because you're good. You got to build on that.
Yeah.
You've got to build on it. You've got to build. So, Austin Mack, Ty Simpson, Keelan Russell, and don't look now, folks, but they're also talking to another quarterback. I saw that on in my Twitter the other day, Coach, and I forgot who this guy is.
Come on,
but there's another quarterback they're talking to.
2026. Talking about the next recruiting class.
I think it's the next recruiting class.
Jared Curtis. That's what you talking about?
Yeah. That's it. Yes. So I'm gonna say this. DeBoer is recruiting the South like crazy. He's recruiting, period.
Yeah. And see, I said that last night, but I've been telling people so harped on. I said he still got relationships out west. I said, but I keep up with this. And I said, whether they come to Alabama or not, he's putting the offers out to the kids down south. He's getting the offers out there. And relationship building is just not no one day. Soon we come out. Relationship building is gonna take a while for these younger kids as well to know who he is. So it's gonna take a while for the relationship, but he gonna get the down south recruiting because I think he's a good football coach, and I think he understands the landscape of coaching and recruiting and all that. It just right now he get the California kids that he has a relationship. He good to get the good California kids. That's why we got a Dejan Lee, a Chuck McDonald. That's why we get them guys like that, the 5 stars and 4 stars from out there.
And you know what, Coach? And when you put it like that, Damani Jackson is your greatest representative from that.
Matter Day.
You
got pipeline going.
You got that's the word that you're looking for, pipeline. I know that I know a lot of us want to keep it in the South, this, that, and the third, but football has changed. The
Yeah.
complexion of it has changed. The way you do things have changed. We want those big burly guys. That's why I made a statement the last night. I'm gonna say it again. Look here, Caden Proctor, the Jenny Craig police has a warrant for your arrest. I'm telling you now.
Hey, where is Richard Simmons when you need him?
Man, Richard went on home to be with the Lord, man.
No, I know.
Richard went on home to be with the Lord, bro.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
telling you now. I mean, don't, hey, whoever, look here, whoever Caden Proctor's roommate might be, make him be a fitness guru.
I know, right?
I'm serious, man. That dude, you need to take him off the edge. You need to take him off the tackle, put him at guard. And if he gonna do that, let him go on and sled
Hey,
it out, and
I've
run behind.
I've been saying this since he was a freshman when he was getting where I said, man, I think I'll push him inside the guard and figure the junk out. But hey, I'm not a genius neither. But I'm just saying that on the outside, you getting worked by them fast edges, bro. Them dude quick
Yeah,
now, man.
look, and here's gonna be one of my last statements talking about the importance of the quarterback. You have to think quickly when things are crumbling on a play, and they do crumble sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
They do crumble. Some of the things that happen in the quarterback, and Trina is exactly right. Some of the times things happen at the crumbling of a play is really because the defense have made a big play. They've adjusted their defense
Mm-hmm.
and caused the offense to crumble. Now the quarterbacks has to realize that, and he has to think quick on his feet.
What I said
So
earlier, in order for Miro, I said this last year at the end of the Michigan game. I said, let's start with learning to set protection for yourself. So we need that in the quarterback moving forward to knows the defense and be able to set the protections that he needs to set so this play can be successful.
So I say that man, I'm so thankful for this conversation.
Oh
Hey
yeah.
man, big ups to Coach Nick Saban Jr. and the Phoenix City. It's gonna be, now are you coaching over there in Phoenix City too,
Oh
Coach?
no. I just work my son. I just work my son, man.
Oh, okay.
I just work my
Okay.
son. I got him a strength and conditioning trainer. Then if when we don't do that, I get out there and I do position work with him.
Okay, cool. Um, you know, biblically speaking, the Bible says train up a child in the way that he should go.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And that even works in sports and
Yeah.
in other athletics or just non-academic uh, endeavors. Train them up. We got to work with them. When I was coming along, my dad trained me, but my training didn't consist of weight and conditioning. My training consisted of pulpwood and logs.
Oh yeah,
I didn't.
I already know how I got down back then. I already know how I was getting out. My dad would tell me about it all the time. Like back then, he said, "Man, I was a gym that had no weight room."
My gym, my weights were lifting trees, pine trees and hardwood trees. When I was 12, 13 years old, I was already lifting. I could lift the shucks easy. By the time I turned 16, 17, my daddy didn't have to use the loader anymore. I could lift the butt of the tree real easy. Put that bad boy on the truck and say, let's go. Let's go. At 17. But that was my weight room. So the point that I'm making is you're doing a fine job with your son. Man, keep doing what you do. And I wish that all fathers, spend time with your children, especially whether it's in sport. It don't even have to be sport. It can
Don't
be
just spend the
anything.
time, man.
Spend time with them and train them up in it and let them know. Because trust me, Dad, I'm a dad. I'm a dad of 3 sons, 4 children, 6 unofficially now. 6 unofficially. You got 5. You see, so you check us out. Spend time with your kids and remember, not only are you their coach, but you're their cheerleader all at the same time. And when they look up there in them stands and see you, they'll move mountains. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. They will move mountains. And it's not just a guy thing, it's a daughter thing too. JB has daughters and he loved them girls. And those girls love their dad. I love that about my nephew JB. They love their dad. But their dad loves them. And I'm gonna tell you like this, Coach Saban, over here in on this channel, we defend our women.
Facts.
We defend our women.
I'm with that. I heard you talking about it last night.
We defend our ladies.
I like that though.
We defend our ladies over here. It don't matter. It don't matter about the color. It don't matter if you're tall, short. It don't matter about that. We defend our ladies.
I agree.
We defend our queens. We do that. We do that over here. And so it is what it is, bro. So I thank you, Coach Saban, for being on with us. I'm kind of running over, but this was a good conversation that needed to be had. But while you're on here, I want to address something right quick because you said something last night, and I'm going to address it, and that's how we coming up out of here. Coach Saban said last night that we're not in competition with each other. Mm-hmm. We're not in competition with each other. It's like how you put that about the lawn care.
It's like lawn service, and y'all can compare it to anything, but I look at it as like lawn care. Like it's so many yards out here to be cut. So I look at it, KB, he cutting the Aflac buildings, the big building companies. But guess what? It's a small little dental office, this little small dental office that need a lawn cut. He got too much work. Guess who he call? He'll call me. Hey, I know somebody right there. They'll take care of it. Guess what? I got so much business, something caught up. I'm just saying I got so much work. Guess what? I know you. Guess what? Hey, go take care of these folks. Hey, this new client for you right there. They wanted me to do it, but I got too much work. But I know you do good work as well. So it's enough for us to eat. We ain't gotta hate on each other. We ain't gotta hate on each other. We can all love each other, support each other. Whether you watch it or not, click on it, like it, and keep it moving. It's gonna be times where you probably say stuff I disagree with. It's gonna be times I probably say stuff that you disagree with. But I ain't gotta flip out on you about it. I ain't gotta flip out because one thing about it, I don't agree with everybody, but I can understand the point where you come from.
Exactly.
Understand the point where you come from.
So earlier, I know some of my folks saw it. I didn't address it because I try to be a hospitable host and everything, but I want to address it now because you sitting here, Coach Saban, and I hope you'll agree with me. To that brother that came on, I ain't gonna call his name, but everybody know who I'm talking about. Yeah, we're gonna keep the energy. We're gonna keep the energy. But what you do on your show, bro, that's you. It ain't got nothing to do with what Long Run and Piano Man have to do. Not at all. I'm gonna tell you like they say, do you, boo. And I'm gonna be proud of you and salute you. And I'm not saying that to be facetious, but what I'm not gonna do is come on your show and call myself being facetious on your show. It costs nothing to be nice, but it'll cost you everything being hateful. Remember that, player. It don't cost nothing to be nice, but it'll cost you everything being hateful. So Coach Saban and I were having a nice conversation. I saw you. I just didn't give rise to it because what we were talking about was more important than what you were saying. But now that I'm going off the air right about now, I'll give credence to it. That nobody on the long run, nobody at Nick Saban Jr. Sports Talk TV have anything against anybody. Now, I'm going to say this again, and I don't mind it. When I was hanging out with you, I did it wholeheartedly. But now, since you want to go this route, you go by yourself. But the last I checked, I can do what I want to do. I'm 63 years old. Bro, you don't run me. Never have, and you never will. So take your show, do your thing. I bid you Godspeed, but please leave me alone. Please don't come over here anymore because the next time you do it, I promise you, you ain't gonna like it. And it's not gonna be a vengeful for vengeance thing. It's gonna be, brother. See, it's gonna be because you came on my show, you broke my peace and everything. So it is what it is. Okay. So thank you, Coach Saban. I want you to stay there. So I wanted you to hear me say it. I don't give way to stupidity. My parents taught me a long time ago, ignorance don't need a running mate. It run well by itself.
Yeah, I feel you.
So I'm not going to run with you, but I'm just going to let you know you're not going to come on this show and disrespect my family, my friends, and Piano Man, because we don't come on your show and disrespect you at all. So Trina, JB, Kimberly, Carla, Bino, my producer Dwight, Anton, and everybody else. Let me say it, because I believe in giving my props, man.
Yeah.
Hold up. Susan, everybody. Thank y'all for being my family. Kimberly, thank y'all for being my family. Y'all are my family.
Salute
and it's my job.
Y'all put out some good questions and thoughts tonight. So
yes, thank you.
Salute to that.
Yes. Y'all help make me what I am. And I'll say it to the mountaintop. So I don't have nothing to give you but me and my thanks and my appreciation. But you got my loyalty. And that's why I'm taking the time out so y'all can hear me publicly say, this is a no bull crap zone. So as of today, that brother's banned for life. Okay? So if you want to see me, I ain't hard to find. I'm like Coach Prime. I am not hard to find. But in the words of my brother-in-law, let's settle it like men. You didn't have to do that, man. But we're going to keep our energy. And we're going to watch and see what's next. We sure are. I ain't watching. I wish you luck, bro. But I'm going to keep doing what I do. And God is going to bless me right on. So, Coach Saban, tell everybody where we can find you, big dog.
Hey, so right now, Nick Saban Jr. Sports Talk TV on YouTube. You can find me, same thing, Nick Saban Jr. on Instagram and X. Right now, I haven't been posting that lately. I've been doing a little lives here and out there because, like I say, family first with me. So right now with me, it's a lot of we training, we working. But I'm gonna start back posting my videos because I'm leaning more towards the big Alabama fan. My name is Nick Saban Jr. obviously, but I'm trying to get to the point where I'm talking about it all. South Carolina, North Carolina, whatever popping. I'm trying to talk about it, but I'm Alabama based. But Nick Saban Jr. Sports Talk TV. I actually was about to do do a video when I seen your live pop up. Then you said, "Ask, could I come on?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll hop on. I like to talk to you because I've been tracking who you are on Coach Sean channel, and I know I see you on the other channel too as well. You know what I'm saying? The comments a lot.
Man, I'm new to this, but I love football. I love sports. Look, Coach. I've been a Bama fan since 1973.
Ooh.
So I'm back in the days of Bear Bryant. So, and I say that proudly, but I'm not so staunch in it to where I can't respect another person's whatever.
Yeah.
So, man, I love your energy, and I can't wait to see what you gonna have next. And brother, I'm gonna join right on in with you, big dog. I really am. But I thank you for coming on, and Kimberly, yes, Lord, it is.
Hey.
My mom is 62 years old.
My dad 67, my mom 66.
Yeah. So you know what? See, we seasoned folks. See, we know we still got it.
Oh yeah, more definitely. Hey, before we get off, I want to chop it out with you in the background for a little bit. I know you probably got things good, but on the back when we go off live with it, I want to chop it out with you a little bit.
Okay, all right, got you. I got you. We still be right here. Yeah. All right, folks, that's it. The Lord willing, I won't know until later on today whether I can be back tomorrow because we're still on school cancellation because of icy road condition. Tomorrow's Friday, and so we'll see. They might call us in for one day, but if they don't, and JB, I promise you, big dog, I will work on those notifications to make sure that all of you will get your notifications in YouTube. All right.
I got
So,
the notification though. I did.
okay, all right. I got to make sure that my crew get it because I
Yeah.
want my family there because, oh, excuse me, I want my family there because they know what they got to do, and I'm trying to put some things in place because we don't have no foolishness over here on the long run.
And,
So
and, and everybody that subscribes, go to his channel and make sure y'all got that notification bell on as well.
yeah,
Not just subscribe, but make sure you click that notification bell and click all notifications.
and thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, little sis Trina, JB, all of y'all, Carla, all of y'all my folks. I love y'all. Y'all know it. And y'all know I'll pull up in a minute. They have to stop. Look here, Cole. They have to stop me sometimes because I get off the deep end real quick.
I don't
But
know
when
it.
it comes to my family, it is what it is. So I may not see you today, and I may not see you later on this weekend. But in the long run, Piano Man will see you. I'll see you the next time. And be sure keep those notifications on. And if I don't have to go back to work tomorrow, I promise you we'll be right back here. Same bat time, same bat station. Y'all have a good day and have a good evening and roll tide.